Good day, my friends. I am June and this is American Game. Today I want to talk about climbing. I know it's important for many of us who are playing League of Legends, especially in ranked games. And I'm going to just share with you my own experience, so I will share with you some advices. First of all, I have to say that I'm not in high elo. I'm just went from bronze 5 and bronze 4 in Flex and solo queue to silver 5. But I have done that in just 1 month, which was more than I have ever done in 2 seasons. I know it's not so much, but for me it was a lot. At the same time, I have to say that I won't say anything new. I'm sure you have watched hundreds of videos in order to climb, so I'm not gonna say anything new. It's just probably you haven't applied what you have to do in order to climb. So having said that, let's start. The first thing you have to do is changing your attitude. I mean, you are playing with the wrong attitude. You think you have to climb, you think you have to get elo, you think you have to get LP, and that's wrong. From now on, you have to think in improving. Imagine this, that every time you are going to a game, thinking in getting elo or climbing. So the only way to do so is by winning. So when you win, you are happy, you think you have done it best, and that's it. You continue to another match. When you are losing, you get mad, you get tilted, you blame your team, but in both cases you haven't done anything to improve. From now on, you have to play thinking one thing only that you have to improve, and after many matches you will do it. If there is a flamer in your team, if there is a FK, or if there is a negative person in your team, you won't care. You will care when you are the one doing that, because it's not the right thing in order to climb. Actually, more than climbing, remember, it's all about improving. If you have that type of team, just mute them all, just care about yourself, do the best you can do every game, and that's it. The second thing that you have to do is start thinking one thing at a time. You have to choose one lane. You cannot be like, oh, but I love mid, I love jungle, and I don't know what to choose. No, just choose one lane and stick to that lane all of the time. What happens if sometimes you cannot get your lane? Well, it doesn't matter, you're going to play another role, you're going to do your best, but if you win or lose, you won't care, because that's not your role. Your role is mid, then you have to improve as a mid laner, and you're going to do the best you can do in that role. And I'm telling you, that's so good, because you're going to know all the matches, the type of matches, you're going to get used to your position in a game. The third thing you have to do is the same as before, one thing at a time. You have to choose one champ. There are some people who are saying you have to play as many with many champions as you can, so you understand the game. But really, I mean, we are in low elo, we are very bad at game, so we cannot be trying to be the best doing different things. No, we have to choose one champ. Some people say maybe 2 or 3. Yeah, you can choose a second one or a third one, but you have to choose one in order to be perfect at that champion. My advice is that, for instance, you choose a champion that you feel comfortable when you are playing with. At least really play 20 times versus bots. It sounds silly, I know, but you have to practice your champion. You have to master your champion. Don't be that person in the team that, oh, sorry, first time I'm out of field, and first time Luke support. No, you have to practice with your champion at least 20 times versus bots. Then go 10 times playing normals, and then when you feel comfortable with your own champion, then you can play ranked games. You have to learn the basic things of your champion. You cannot be like, as I said, first time Lee Sin. No, because that's a hard champion, and if you haven't practiced with it, how can you do it? You won't play good, really. You have to choose one champion and be the best on that champion. The fourth thing you have to do is you have to learn what to buy, what items you need. It's true that you have to adapt. You have to choose the items depending on the match you are playing, because you cannot use the same items every time. But at least you need to have 2, maybe 3 items which are going to be your core build, and you always have to buy them because they give you the best stats. And if you buy an item that has an active, please use it. I have seen tank supports going full tank, but you need to buy items which have active so you can help you and your team. If you go full tank, yeah, you're going to survive a bit longer, only because you're going to die anyway, but you won't help any one of your team. So you need to know your items, and you have to use them. The fifth thing that you have to learn is about map awareness. You have to put vision, you have to use words. I know that you don't want to use your gold because you need it for your item, but sometimes you need to buy words. It's not just the support, it's just everyone in the team. In that way you will help your team with vision. But it's not about just buying a word, but also watching the map. You have the map in there, it's kind of a small, but you have to pay attention to what's going on in the map. Sometimes your jungle is asking for help and you don't see the map, and then the jungle dies. You can say, yeah, it's the fault of the jungle, but you could have saved him, you could have done a great play, you could have helped him to kill the enemy, and you didn't do it because you didn't pay attention to your map. And the last thing I have to say is, like, you have to adapt. The rules are steps to follow, but sometimes you have to adapt, you have to see what's going on. For instance, I was just playing the other day and I lost many. I was trying to play according to what I have played before, but I noticed that everything is changing. You have to adapt depending on the patch, depending on the times, depending on the meta. But remember, those are the tips I'm giving you, and I think if you follow them, you will improve. Remember, you have to change your attitude, focus on improving more than getting elo or winning or climbing. No, you have to change your attitude. Don't be negative. Just enjoy the game. If you lose or win, doesn't matter. All you're just doing is improving. You have to choose one lane, so you are good at that lane. You are very good at that lane. You know all the fundamentals of that lane. You have to choose one champion, only be good at that champion, and sometimes you cannot play with that. Okay, it doesn't matter, but you will care when you play with that champion that you are doing the best. You have to check which are the best items for you. You have to pay attention to the map, because that's very important, and you have to adapt depending on the game. I follow those steps really, and I was playing support, and I went from 5 to silver 1, and to silver 5, and I know that I could have done it better. I could have go even higher, but I didn't have more time, and that's what I want to do in this season. I want to play against support, just to prove you that you can go from the very bottom, and even playing support, which is supposed to be not that good, right? In order to climb. But remember, it's not about climbing, it's about improvement. So that's it, my friends. I hope that I helped you. Sorry for the video, I know it's a bit long, but you have to focus on those details in order to improve, and I'm very sure that you are going to climb, if that's the way you want to call it, because remember, it's about improving and getting better every day. So that's it. Hope you're okay, and I hope that I'm going to see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye.